Hi all, welcome to the channel, welcome to the workshop. We have the Delorean back on the bench, and as you can tell by the abundance of yellow stickers, we have some Mike Lane mods. And today we're finishing off the Plutonium box. So without further ado, let's get building. Right, so we're not actually doing anything with the Delorean today. It was a little bit of a tease. So going to just roll that out of the way. And this is what we're interested in. So we have a little package from Mike Lane. We always get a little thank you every time. And I always leave him 5 stars on Trustpilot. He is absolutely brilliant. Now, this is what we're interested in today. So we're going to finish off the Plutonium case that we started. But we're going to finish it off using some of Mike Lane's upgrades. And we have the upgrades here. And I'll get those out and show you in just a moment. I will just show you the other items that I have got from Mike Lane. That will be a future video. So I've got some wheel caps for the DeLorean. These are the magnetic ones. They will feature on the channel soon. I've also got the switch box transfers. They're looking just like that. Now this is for a future video. You may remember that I don't have the internal switches in the car. I've got it all powered by a Raspberry Pi and Wi-Fi. So I have just printed the switches just to cover up where the hole is, where the buttons were. So that is a future video again. Make sure you're subscribed and you won't miss out on those. But right now, what we're interested in is these mods, and also the final part of the magazines, I suppose, because beyond this, it was just the extended version that you can make the car from issue 3 or episode 3. So these, as you can see, are all the plutonium rods, and technically speaking, I suppose we've got the alarm clock there, so we can put that in the car. So we will feature the car back in a moment. Now, as I said, with issue 130, we do have the plutonium rods and we have the alarm clock. And this is what we need to do with the plutonium rods and the canisters. We basically have to create them using all these stickers, put them all along the rods, and then they all get put in there. And as you can see, all the rods then sit in there. However, if you do that, they will just flap about and not be very good, and they don't look very good either. And as you can see, we've got the alarm clock showing there where to place it. And as you can see, it does say that effectively this is the finished item. That's the DeLorean complete at that stage. So that is exactly, because it doesn't have Mr. Fusion, that's exactly how it is, well, apart from the lightning hook missing, the end of the first movie. And that alarm clock, I believe, is there all the time from now on. But as you can see, there isn't a lot of extra in this magazine, and you can see the next time we start on the emergency time circuits from 1955, and I will be bringing you those. I will be showing you those. So that's issue 130. We will be doing that in just a moment, but let's have a look at what we have from Mike. Now, as well as the plutonium case upgrade, we do get a clock face upgrade as well for the alarm clock. Going to be very hard to show you on camera on these, but they have these tiny little transparent discs, and they will sit in the bottom of the plutonium parts. As you can see, like this. This will mean that they don't flop about all over the place. And as you can see, we've got a couple of little bits to do here. I'm going to be adding a new sticker. We've got some nice felt for all of it. I believe that goes in the bottom, that one goes on top, and that goes in the top of the case. And we've got a couple of stickers, so the warning sticker, and we've got the alarm clock face. So before we move on to issue 130, we will sort out the plutonium case. And you remember that's how it looked last time. So as you can see, it's all very plasticky. We've got that little bit of foam in the bottom, but everything else is all very, very plasticky. So first thing I'm going to do is just take out these 4 screws. Pop that one out. And this is going to sit just in the bottom there, on top of the original Eagle Moss foam. So just a self-adhesive backing. And that's just going to pop in there. We can now put that plastic plate back in place. Just like so. Then we have this new bit of foam, which is going to sit on top like so. And again, it's self-adhesive. And just note that it is shaped as well. It does have this little bump out for the front here. So again, making sure we got it the right way around with that bump out there. We're just going to place that in, lining up all the holes. Like so. And obviously that is now covering up those screw holes, which looks absolutely brilliant. And again, we have this final piece of foam, which is going to go just in there. Again, self-adhesive, so we'll stick that in place. Before I do that though, I'm going to just apply the decal or sticker. Keep the alarm clock one in there for the moment. So this is the sticker. I don't know if you can see that too well, but really well detailed. And as you can see, it does pretty much match what's on the side of the case as well. Now I'm just going to use my mat here to try and get this really, really central. So we've got 6 centimeters, so we're going to pop it straight in the middle just here. And I reckon we're going to place it about there. Like so. And we'll peel the back off. And put this in here. Just ensure that the straps come out in the correct location. It seems to have moved. There we go. Right, so now those straps are back behind those 2 indents. There we are. So that's now what Plutonium box is looking like. Looking absolutely fantastic. And now we have the fuel cell inserts to do. So we'll bring over issue 130. Let's just clear up the workbench. We need those. Now, probably am only going to do one of these on camera because you don't want to see me do it a dozen times or so. Because I know you're just going to skip ahead. And to be honest, you're only going to watch in case one of these falls on the floor. There's one rolling away already. Right, so these are the components that we have from Eagle Moss, or Fan Home now. And there's the little alarm clock that I knew one was going to roll away. So there's the little alarm clock. Looking like that, and I'll show you that with the new clock face shortly. So, along with the Eagle Moss instructions and that, I will just show you how Eagle Moss want you to do it. Just for clarity, in case you are doing this without the Mike Lane mods. First, I want you to remove these impossible to remove stickers. Right. So we've got the rod, we've got a sticker, and we're just going to be placing the sticker above that little area there. So we have that looking just like that. Right. Try and get it in focus. There we go. So we're putting that cap just on there. Now there is a little locating lug. And then we put it in there, and then we put all these rods in place, like so. And as you can see, that's how it sort of sits in there. I don't know if it's meant to go through that hole or not, but that's being stopped from going through. So that's how it looks, and that's how it just sort of floats around in there. So that's where Mike Lane comes into play. And as you can see, we have some very tiny discs. Which I'm not going to be able to pick up. Now, I know it's transparent and you probably cannot see that at all. Let's try and get the light to reflect off it. So we've got those little transparent discs. It does have a hole in it. And we're going to put the plutonium rod through that, like so. Again, I don't know how well that's being really picked up. But that now means that when you put it in here, and you put the cap on, and get it lined up, you can see that sits in there really, really solidly, and it's not going to move. Now, obviously, you're not going to see that little mod, but when you've got 12 of them in there, they do stand up really, really nicely, and they don't move around. And that is exactly how it should be. So I'm going to do that 11 more times, and I will show you the final result.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And there we have it, the completed plutonium box. Looking absolutely fantastic with the new sticker in place, and all of those, as you can see, they do not wiggle and wobble around as much as they would have done if they didn't have that little disc on the bottom. But that looks absolutely brilliant. Now, I probably will remove 2 or 3 of these rods, only because theoretically the DeLorean would have used up to 3 of these. They certainly used 2, one for Einstein, one for Marty's travel, and then the third one would have been Doc going to 2015. So yeah, I think I might remove 3 of those just to show they were used. But that is looking just like that now. And that is all there is to do with the DeLorean, with the Plutonium box. And the last thing we need to do for issue 130 is we do place this little alarm clock on the dash. However, we are going to change the face on it. And to do that, we need to remove this little bit of plastic lens here. And that's what we're just doing. I'm just taking this lens out. I'm going to put a new sticker in over the top of the old one and then put the lens back in. So we do want to be careful when trying to remove this. So I am just using a very fine blade just to try and pry that out and not damage the part. Right, so there it goes. That's now out. And now we have our new sticker. And I'm just going to use the tip of my blade to help line this up. Just quickly, I can just hopefully show you in a little bit closer detail of what we are getting and what we're doing. So you can see the difference between the two. So now that's in just like that. And then we're going to push the lens back in place. So we now have the alarm clock looking just like that. And as I said, I will roll the car just back into place for a moment, as you can just about see here. And the alarm clock will set. Now, it doesn't have any sticky pad or anything like that. So the moment you move it, it will fall off the dash, I'm sure. But the idea is that it's meant to just sit like so. Now, obviously you can't see that very well, so I will just take a picture of that and just insert it. And it's immediately fallen off. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please remember to give it a big thumbs up. So that's the Plutonium box finished, the alarm clock finished, and overall, the DeLorean finished. So if you're only building this car up to the point you see it coming out the truck, then it's done. It's complete. Obviously, I do have the addition of Mr. Fusion, So when you finish 130, you basically have any of the cars up to the end of the second movie. So you can either have it in the first movie with the plutonium reactor, or we've got the second movie with the fusion reactor, or end of the first movie. If, however, you did like the third movie and you do want to put the railway wheels on or the white wall tires and do the hood box, then we've got another 19 issues, 29 issues, I think, to go. However, as I've preluded to before, I'm not putting this on the railway wheels. So I am not getting the railway wheels. I'm not getting the railway tracks. I do, however, have all the parts for the hood box, and I also have the white wall tyres. So they will be coming to the channel very, very soon. So if you want to see that or anything else that goes on in the workshop, please do remember to hit the subscribe button and ding that bell, and then you'll be notified when I release a new video. Until the next time, I'll hopefully see you on the next one. Cheers!